Hello everybody and welcome back to Speed Force Racing. My name is JB and I'll be taking you through tonight's proceedings. Before we do anything else, let's have a look at the championship standings because, interesting development that we've just seen, the top two are on the same amount of points. Shock and horror. We have Medium Pilot in P1 and then we have P Walters in, guess where? P1. Ahead of Nolan, who's not racing tonight, who's in P3. Gio is in P4, slowly sneaking up on the top three. And Nick Amania, who is suffering a race ban, is in P5. James Braden is in P6 and Sam is in P7. Raikkonen is in P8 and Mike Bundy is in P9. Honey Badger is in P10, though he's not here tonight. Verstappen is in P11, Midnight is in P12, and Chengeng Wow is in P13. Bullet Boy is in P14, Owen Hall is in P15, and Gasly is in P16. Fotio is in P17, Rustland is in P18, looking to make a good impression on his first home race here in SFR, and Virgil is in P19. Torpedo is in P20. Let's have a look at the championship standings, because they're looking all the more British, with Williams in P1 ahead of McLaren in P2 with a gap of 7 points. Haas is in P3 and Mercedes is in P4 ahead of Racing Point, who's in P5. Renault is in P6, Aston Martin Red Bull is in P7, Alfa Romeo is in P8, and AlphaTauri, no, not there yet. Toro Rosso is in P9, Ferrari struggling in P10. So, not on my own tonight, though actually I'm not even in control tonight. We have Senna. Senna, mate, you're back. You're not dying from some sickness, aren't you?
I didn't die, no.
No,
it's unbelievable. Not. I'm still alive.
Oh, I'll have to try harder next time. Yes, Senna for the first time ever is streaming in SFR, so be kind. It's his first time streaming, and I'm here to hold his hand and make sure that he doesn't start bashing his head against the wall, going, "Oh my god, what have I done? Why did I say I do this?"
Yeah, next race I think I'm gonna be to another island or something, just not here. No.
Nonetheless, though, Spa. All week we've been seeing this track claiming victims of the legendary Eau Rouge and Radion section. And Senna, how do you feel this is your home race? After all, this is one of the best tracks in the world.
It is one of the best races. I think for me, it is the best race. Not only because it's my home race, but it's such an eventful race. It's such a long track, and there are gonna be so much collisions again tonight, just like the whole week already.
Most definitely. So, we will see what happens when it comes to all of this. Just getting some information here.
Yeah, I have also some information. Nick Amania isn't driving today.
Well, yeah, he's not racing today. So next week the qualifying ban will, the race ban will carry over to next week. If you don't know, last week he decided that after there was a unknown piece of contact between him and Midnight, he decided to slow down as Midnight slowed to let him through, hit Midnight, then crashed himself out on stream. So the stewards, working alongside all of the admins, decided that was race ban worthy. So he will be suffering a race ban next week at Monza if he chooses to return. If he doesn't choose to return, then he'll carry over and keep carrying over until he does serve the ban. Errors of Jensen Button there, isn't it? So, nonetheless, this is going to be interesting. This track, it is one of the most historically awesome tracks to watch. I don't think I can go back and watch a boring race at Spa.
There isn't one, I think. All the races are so eventful and it's really nice to look them. I think, yeah, it's the best track. For you, it's gonna be the British Grand Prix. For me, it's Belgium.
Yeah, I mean, you always want to win. You always want to win your favourite track than your home track. I've won Silverstone. I've never won Belgium. So, and that's something I'll never be able to do. But you know,
I also never won Belgium.
Oh, he sounded so defeated. He was just like, "I've never won it either." Oh, I'm heartbroken.
I could have been P4, but yeah, I fucked it up myself.
Well, nonetheless, this will be interesting to see what happens. We have 3 drivers joining qualifying. Fotio, Virgil, and King David will be joining in qualifying. Don't die at Blanchimont, like Tuesday. Oh, that's tight. That was talking about practice there. Blanchimont, scene of many accidents. Actually, a better question is, Senna, have you ever been to Spa itself?
No, not yet. But I will do it next year when I'm 18.
You know what? I'm because I want to go. My dad went, and I was very
We can
jealous.
go together.
Yes, you can smuggle me across the border. So I'm fighting Netherlands, so I'm going to the Dutch Grand Prix, and then get smuggled across the border.
Yeah. No, I don't
Who's
think.
looking forward to the Dutch Grand Prix? Hands
I
down,
don't.
hands up, nobody.
Yeah. It's another non-overtaking Grand Prix with such. Yeah, it's not gonna be an interesting one, I think. And
Well,
Zandvoort.
we're just attacking the entire country there. So no Mercedes and
Sorry.
one Renault on track. We'll see what happens if we head over to qualifying now. What are you expecting from qualifying? Because this track can give anything.
I hope for rain.
Oh, much like Monday. Monday was fun.
Ooh, P. Wouters is just in time. Just joined. 5 seconds on the clock.
So, it looks like P. Walters will be driving the Renault tonight.
Yeah.
Due to that. As now we're running over. Looking at beautiful scenes of the what's the forest around Spa called again? It's not the yard. Is it the yard of the forest?
I don't know. I'm sorry, but I don't know. It's
There's
not because
one-
it's my home Grand Prix.
There
I know
is a
everything.
forest. Yeah, always ask the Dutch guy like he knows everything about the Dutch track like you goddamn idiot. Oh, the only reason you know everything about Silverstone is because you work there, you goddamn Claude. And that is my my anorak voice there. He sits there with his glasses upside down and he cries about when the racing wasn't as good as it used to be. Also, not saying that. I had a joke lined up. I'm glad I was reading it because I wasn't. I'm glad I was drinking because I wasn't going to say that joke. That joke would have got me told off. It is a dry qualifying session as I've broken my driver with me. Is it broken?
Oh my god.
So once again, here we go. Little training for Senna. If you actually press the triangle button once, it takes off all of that
Yep.
that
I'll see.
stuff. So press that once, then it has a clear, better-looking view. As everyone goes very slowly, waiting to get released. But it sounds like an engine's fired in the Ferrari garage. And let's see. No, there's one further down, two further down, three further down, and four. Everyone's leaving at once. It's an Alfa Romeo, though, of Fotio is the first man on track. He's on the soft compound tyres. Now, what is the best strategy around here, Senna?
I think I did from the soft to the hard, and it was good. I think it's just qualifying on the soft and then go to the hards. It's a little bit hard on the soft tires because you need to spend longer than expected lifetime. But I think that's the best. But you also can do the soft and then go to medium and then go to hard.
So, Raikkonen has already left the session. That's not boding well for his race today, as we keep an eye on Fotio. Now, if you hit triangle back, you can get the tower back.
Yep.
So if you get the tower, then you see that you've got the little like the triangle square spectator menu thing.
Yeah.
You press triangle once, and then hides that from it, and that's all you need. See? Unfortunately, it resets after horrendous on the formation lap. So there you go. It'll become second nature. Don't worry. I've had to do this for long enough. It's like I can do it with my eyes closed. I don't even have to look at the controller half the time to do it.
Still learning it, so sorry for everybody that is a perfectionist.
It's okay. It's okay. So, Fotio will start the lap now. What are we expecting from the Greek driver, as we know that Nexus is actually driving behind him?
Yeah, Toro Rosso was quite close to him.
That's not what you want, especially at Spa, because if he wrecks it at the top of the hill, then, well, you're going into him. Because that's a blind corner.
Yeah, but I think he is far enough. But yeah, like you said, if for your crash, yeah, then it's difficult. Then it's not a good situation for him.
So up through Rouge and Radioni sliding.
Well,
Fangio in
and
the wall.
that's
He
a
has
crash.
crashed. And oh
Um,
crikey, where's
oh,
Owen?
he goes through him.
He's avoided it.
Oh, but there was a, I think it was Sam goes right through him.
Oh my goodness me! I'm gonna stop
That
opening my mouth.
already happened. You just said
That's on
what's
me,
gonna
folks.
happen. It's unbelievable.
I'm sorry, that's on me. I didn't do it. I don't know what that voice
Unbelievable.
is. I can only imagine if he came onto the stream and heard that and just decided to do it on purpose. No, he wouldn't have done that on purpose. He just saw the car sliding.
I don't
But
think he would
good
want to
grief.
do that.
No,
Frodo
he
is
really
now
doesn't
out of
want to.
qualifying.
So, Owen All will be the first driver to set lap time here in Toro Rosso, followed by Sam. Well, that was an anticlimactic start to the stream, wasn't it?
It was, and there's a yellow flag in sector 2. Not really, no. Maybe it's to let someone through. Well, Big Verge. Oh, it is the Force India. The Racing Point, I mean. I'm still not sure about the name change. I still call Racing Point Force India. Just like you.
I don't think they know what it's called
Yeah.
anymore. If we're doing that, we might as well call it the Jordan.
Raikkonen has joined back. That's good for him.
So, Owen All crossing the line now. First driver across the track. It's a
It's a
1:44.2.
140. Oh, and that's 7th with a 43.7.
Oh.
Medium pilot with a 43.3 on the mediums. That's a good lap.
That is a wonderful lap
Midnight
time,
going
but Midnight.
faster.
Midnight's doing it really well right now in
Yeah.
his.
Medium pilot on 2nd. 23.3. Or yeah, that was.
Where's
right.
Vin?
There you go.
So, a few drivers. Whoa, sector 3 lighting up with yellows. A few drivers trying to get it all right. Remember, big hazards this track. Eau Rouge and Radion. Then,
Yeah,
Poo
P
One,
Wouters
full
now
of
going
water
on
spin
Eau
curves.
Rouge.
And
Not crashes.
if you look at,
That's a good one
if
already.
you look at Blanchimont, that track is, it's quite the track is very difficult. Seen a few moves here this week at Blanchimont, but some almost ended up like GP2 here a few years ago. So, looking at Vin in the Williams crossing the line now, it's a 6th place time, 1:43.7, and these times are rapidly quick, aren't they?
They're off very quick. It's unbelievable how fast these guys in GP1 goes. I'm still looking to Wouters now, going into the long corner. He hit the curb a little bit.
He's got a car in front of him, that's going to really unsettle him. Who is it?
It is
Gasly.
Gasly, yeah. Gasly not with a very good connection, I think.
Gasly's not on a lap time himself, so he bails off the track to get out of the way.
He does it very well. Yellow in sector 2 and sector 3.
Sector 2 is Gasly, as we look at Volters. I'm glad that most of these guys managed to get the update done after I told them not. I told them if they didn't do it, they would be racing.
Yeah, probably. I also wouldn't do it because you said I did it. I didn't watch it yet. But it's already interesting about the strategy between medium pilot and P Wouters. P Wouters going. Oh, he goes into the pits. Doesn't finish.
No damage on the McLaren there.
Maybe he just watched that medium pilot is qualified his first lap on the medium.
So David has joined us to reserve in one of the Mercedes seats as we now look at Bullet Boy, who clips the inside wall in the thing. I don't know why I keep saying that, and yet I'm not even looking. I'm not streaming, so I keep saying we're now looking at. We're not looking at anyone. I'm looking at someone.
Bundy now goes P13 on the hards, 145.2.
Look at Stam. Classically races in GP3, all the way up in 4th place.
Good.
Well, that was a lot of lag on my end. I hope that was on my end.
Yeah, I didn't have it. Now James doing a time lap.
Oh! I might have some news. By the sounds of it, we might be getting some rain this race.
That should be interesting. Just like
that
last time.
That might be why everyone's going on strategy.
Yeah. Now everyone has fitted the soft tire, unless Bullet Boy and Bundy.
They're pitching. What?
Just his lap.
So, next is about to start is lap number 19, Toro Rosso. He goes very slow. His first time out, I believe, for Jay Morris. So what can Morris get up to in the Toro Rosso?
But, you know,
10
gonna
minutes.
Altar still. But down already, so I don't think he will finish as a top.
No, it's 2 times down. I think we'll
Yeah.
see the pink helmet hit. As Verstappen has come out right in front of Morris. Morris is going to try and get round him into Eau Rouge. Oh, he's
That was
not
close.
going to be happy.
Yeah, don't think so.
He's going to be really upset.
I just picked in too late, but I think Verstappen not really went out of the way.
He didn't make it easy for him.
Yeah,
I don't think he'll get probable cause to say that he blocked him.
No,
But it might be interesting.
Yeah.
Bundy pits. So. It's going to be a really interesting shot. Make sure you use, if you hit the right bumper, you get to change between broadcast and TV pod. So you can have some different shots.
Just did it.
Yeah.
Just before it's
Alright, I'm not picking holes in what you're doing, I'm just trying to suggest how to help Nexus is really punishing those track limits, isn't he?
Yeah, he is really good to the limit. I hope he went over the limit for a time. It would be enough to be in position for the race.
He's got a car in front of him, and that is in the form of P. Walters. He's just starting his wrap. This will give him a nice tow across the line from the Honda power unit. DRS opening.
Going.
Whoa! How close to the wall do you want to get?
43.3. That's a good lap from him.
Brilliant.
Now we're looking to P. Wouters, currently leading together with Medium Pilot, and he also went now for the soft tires.
This is really where the fastest lap point could edge the championship battle.
It's very close. Imagine that's happened in real life. That's so close for such a long time.
I very much doubt we'll have that for a number of years. Though it looks like we won't begin rain today in qualifying today. Now in qualifying, it's starting to get very dark at the end of qualifying.
Yeah, I should not take any risk. I should go the maximum now, because if it's gonna rain, it's not gonna be that long, I think. It's getting dark very fast.
It is, and at Spa it often gets dark and almost starts to rain. The best thing about Spa is that it can be raining at one side of the track and dry at the other.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
That's down to just the hills and all that. At Silverstone, it's just because Silverstone's so bloody big. There's a whole story I could tell where I was within 2 cloud banks where I was stood, and the sky above me was yellow. That's how much crap there was in the air. I stood there, I was like, right, either it's going to start raining or the apocalypse started. Unfortunately, it started raining, so I was very disappointed.
Now P. Wouters going into the bus stop. Can he take pole position? Oh, and that's Gio. Gio going 42.7. That's really fast.
That's a wonderful lap time.
What can Wouters do?
Driver.
Wouters go P2, 43.2, 4 tenths behind Gio.
That's a monumental gap.
Again, Gio is doing very well.
He is.
And again, I hope he can finish us where he should be, where he deserves to be. Because last race again, he got crashed out.
Bullet Boy is just about to finish his lap time now in the Red Bull. DRS opening on the car as he crosses the line. He's going to go 11th on the mediums.
No. So, just pushing Frodio to P8 because Frodio has been crashed as first. Then Raikkonen, he's gonna do another lap, I think.
Has he managed it? Did he go? He's had a slow lap, 150. Yeah. So what can Raikkonen do in the Mercedes? We know we have a few drivers that will not be qualifying. King David, for one, is sat in Park Fermé waiting for the time to start. He'll be starting on 8. Oh, it's raining!
It's raining. That's very fast.
That has just, and we know how quickly the track gets wet here. We may have a bit of a stream where we don't have any cars on track, which would be disappointing, and hopefully the drivers understand that then they can retire if they're not going through. Sector 2 yellow flags are waving, and the slow car is, in fact, Bullet Boy,
That's
who stopped.
it's Red Bull. Raikkonen now has to finish his lap because it's raining already very hard.
I
So if
could
he
teach
wants
people about
to be
blue
in the top
flags,
10 or something.
honestly.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, people, like, do that. You give the blue flags, yes, you can get out of the way, but you don't need to stop. Because then you cause it in real life, if you stop like that and you're saying, "Oh, just letting people through," you get punched in the face by the clerk of the course. I've seen it happen. I have actually seen that happen, not in Formula 1, but in a club series event. Looking at Raikkonen now in the Merc, as you said, has to finish his lap. Chain game's gone in Sector 2. And that Sector 2 is full of water spin curbs. Raikkonen, can he put a cat among the pigeons in the form of a Mercedes?
Also, look to the time of medium pilot, a 143.3, while Wouter's doing a 143.2, but he is on a compound harder.
Well,
so
yeah,
that's a
medium pilot was
pilot.
actually on. He was on the medium tires.
Yeah, that's crazy. What can Raikkonen do? Raikkonen goes P10 with a 43.6.
Mike Bunny, that's who I'm looking at now.
And I think
I love Mike's helmet.
That's over then.
Mike's on a lap time himself, so the rain might be able to hold off just a little bit to see if drivers can do it. So yeah, drivers on their laps may as well. No, I think Mike's actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like Mike has abandoned his lap.
Yeah.
Braden has abandoned his lap.
Trying to go further than P40.
No, he's not. I think he's abandoned it. His ERS mode is on 0.
Oh yeah.
Bullet Boys ran out of fuel. James Braden's pitting. Virgil's actually on a lap time right now.
I think
he comes up through Rouge and Radion.
Oh,
no, he's not!
Yeah,
not anymore, he's not!
He crashed.
Oh!
That's Big Virgil out of qualifying, P17. And he won't be happy with that.
Oh.
Also,
Gasly
yeah, they're gonna
retires.
retire. That's qualifying over.
Yeah, I'd say that was qualifying over the rain coming down. So.
In 1 minute, the rain was there, and yeah, everyone's retiring. So that will be qualifying. And that's Gilles on pole position then, with a very good lap. Only one in a 42.7, with P. Wouters at 43.2. It's gonna be an interesting one.
Medium Pilots brought a new helmet to this race, and I'm slightly in love with it. It's starting to battle my love for us. Oh, in all, I don't know if Medium Pilot would say that was a block.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
I don't know
AI,
what
okay.
also. Oh yeah, okay.
It was AI,
I understand
so it's fine. Medium Pilot is, he's brought a new helmet, and I'm in love with it, rivaling Mike Bundy with the helmet war of Premier. So it looks like there's a bit of stress in the Ferrari camp, as Robin's saying that his teammate's so useful after having the accident at Eau Rouge. Drama.
Yeah.
Medium Pilot retires, Stem retires, and Mike Bundy is the last driver to retire. So that is our grid all sorted for the cut short now qualifying here at Belgium. The grid now stands by 4 tenths. Gilles is on P1 ahead of Walters in P2, Midnight is in P3. Pilot is in P4, Nexus is in P5, and Verstappen is in P6. Chain Game Wow is in P7, and Sem is in P8. Vin is in P9, Raikkonen is in P10. Outside of the top 10, there are 3 tyres which provide this dry. Stam is in P11, Owen Hall is in P12, Bullet Boy is in P13, and Mike Bundy is in P14. Gasly is in P15, James Braden is in P16, and Virgil is in P17. Photo crashed out in P18, but is not the last driver to qualify. He will be heading King David. There we go. Who'll be starting in P19. I had to remember who exactly I was talking about. Whew. This is gonna be fun.
It is.
My cat is watching the telly. My cats actually do watch Formula 1. They do. Hey, Megs.
And it's gonna be dry.
Dry start, at least. We look at everyone well, it is the side of everyone. Those see cars vibrating slightly as they want to get started. Go now! I want to go. Let me start, for God's sake. I'm gonna try and reach out. I wonder what car King Davidson. I think he might be in the other Renault, or the Mercedes.
What do you expect from the start?
Well, we know it's a dry start, so we know that the tyre strategy is going to be interesting. I think if Gio can control it and get the strategy right, this is his best chance of getting a win for a while. As now we get ready to start the formation lap here. I think P. Walters is going to be really wanting to go and play aggressively in this race.
Yeah, but medium pilot, until it stays dry long enough, he is on the best strategy, I think. To go on the mediums, then on the hards.
Yeah,
it's
this
not
will be really
such
interesting.
a different, I think.
I think this is going to be who dares to survive.
Yeah. Because also in testing races, there were so many crashes in the first lap on Eau Rouge. It's just when someone starts to slide, everyone go with him.
Let's look at Morris, the fifth place driver. His first time out, and he's starting right in the middle of what could be a podium or bust for him.
It's unbelievable for Morris. A very good result for him.
Drivers on alternate strategies. Medium pilot Stam, Bullet Boy, Mike Bundy, and James Braden all going for the medium compound strategy. The rest of them on the soft compound strategy, which could end up being a one-stop or a two-stop. King David currently in P19 on a stock setup with fresh tyres. He's going to be looking to cause an upset tonight here in the Premier Division. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. 22 laps of racing.
I'm really looking forward to it. I expect very much from medium pilot today.
We've actually had a spinner on the formation lap, but that is next to us, so he's span on the formation lap. That's not going to do his tyres any good as they get ready to restart, as they get ready to start the race. So what will happen as we quickly get ready to start this race? I'd ask who you're looking at, but you should be looking at P1.
I'm gonna do that.
If you would like, I will sit up there with you, and you can do and help you with lights up, or I can go off and have a nose further down the thing. Tell me what you want.
I will do the race start. It's no problem. I'll do it the best I can.
I will sit. I think you know what. I'm gonna look at Stam because I can see a lot from Stam's view. Hello, Billy. Right, done. You get ready to start the race. What will happen in this 22 lap race? And the lights out procedure will be taken to you by Senna tonight. Senna, get ready. You're about to become an SFR man.
It is Thursday, the 24th of October. And normally the lights should be going on.
There they go.
There's they going. We have 5 red lights. Let the lights out and away we go. It's a good start from Gio, also a very good start from P. Wouters. What's gonna oh, and there's Williams going wide already in the first corner.
Pilot wide, he's dropped all the way down to P8. He span into the wall. He starts to span into pit lane, and massive damage as they head down towards Eau Rouge. Keep talking.
That's very bad for medium pilot then. No, someone crashed. That was a Taurus that crashed.
Morris is in trouble as well. Big accident there, but everyone has survived-ish.
Unbelievable. Still no one out of this race until there were a few crashes, I think.
Jane Game Wow going side by side with Verstappen. Verstappen trying to get past and through. It's not going to happen here. Into X. He's wide is Robin, and Robin, the Dutch driver, loses out to the Dutch named driver, who then goes chasing after the Thai driver in front.
And it's again so close. Ollie now trying to make the move on Raikkonen for P8.
Drivers with damage.
And they touch! Ollie spun, and they touched someone.
Oh, big accident there.
Raikkonen while he tried to overtake him, and then also hit another one in the back. I don't know who it was.
Vin going slowly for some unknown reason as Focio passes him. Vin with wing damage, Focio
Midnight
with
and
wing
chain game
damage.
out. Oh, that was very close. Chain game almost where it was forced into the wall by Midnight. That was really close from him, the Ferrari. And there is Sam. Just is there.
They're driving like it's the last lap, look at it. Oh, it's contact! Chain game well, it's punching him!
Oh,
Oh, it's a big accident!
He crashes for stop. Unbelievable. There's
So,
a 10
chain
second
game
penalty
wow.
for Midnight.
Chain game wow has just caused a major incident on lap 1. Oh dear. That was just like
already?
GP3 a few years ago.
Unbelievable.
He just missed his braking point and hit him. Owen All is out of the race in sector 3, and it's currently Gilles in P1 ahead of Walters in P2 and Sem, who's in P3. And half the grid's in the pit lane.
It's unbelievable, they're all pitting. Chain game going on the hot tires, while Bullet Bar now can try to take the move on Raikkonen, yeah? But he is too far away. Oh, and Verstappen spun!
So Verstappen
what is
into
happening?
the wall. This track low grip, as now we see people released. Here's my suggestion to drivers: if you're driving, don't text in the stream chat.
Yeah, that's
Don't text and drive. It's a basic thing. Even if you're in pit lane, don't do it, or I'll come over and throw my helmet at you. Big Virgil's getting close to James Brain.
throws the helmet at you. You don't want it.
Of course, I throw a helmet at someone.
Big Virgil now close to James. James going very wide there.
Axel, they're not dirty. Just that's a bit far. Don't call them that.
Big Virgil now. Going to try it on James. He's going to try it. They're side to side, going to the bus stop. Oh. And they touched.
Oh, he's hassled him.
They had a little touch. I don't think James has damage, but that was a very close push from Big Virgil. DRS is now enabled. So maybe Wouters is gonna be getting closer to Gilles in the lead of the race.
I can't believe I'm having to say this again. They're not dirty. Calm down. Who are you now? Can't believe I'm going to say this again. Don't call the drivers dirty. They're not. Just a mistake. You're allowed to make mistakes.
Now James in P8 is gonna try it again on Big Virgil. Try to take his place back. James on the medium tires and made a move on Big Virgil, who is now in P8. But they're still fighting for the position. That will be a long fight, I think. Midnight's retired from the session.
That's in pit lane, I think. He had a spin and he thought, you know what, this isn't going very well. Jeff at the top though, only under a second still, but medium pilot is on a little bit of a backhand right now from the championship standpoint. He needs to get moving as quickly as possible.
And James and Virgil both made up already 9 places in 3 laps. Well, Morris lost 12 places.
Ooh, look back at the battle for P7, because that's got everyone under the sun's come to play, including Mike Butley and Gasly.
There's already 4 in one screen. Now Big Virgil, is he close enough to try it? Oh, that was close. But he didn't do it after all, he was too far away. There's a yellow in sector 2.
I will go looking.
That's chain game, I think.
Yeah, it's chain game. You focus on the battle, I will go looking.
Now the battle for P7 with James, Virgil, Bundy and Gasly. Gasly now very close to Bundy. Racing Point trying to take the Renault. There are 4 cars fighting for one position now.
Just to say, medium pilot is now making a move into P3. That's fine. No, he is through, and Seven's going to have to fight back another time. That's going on in that battle, though.
Now, Big Virgil take P7 again, but they're all so close. They're all just on each other's ass. I don't know how I can say that differently.
Well, look, they're bringing in the other guys like Fotio and
Oh, big
Stam.
Virgil
Bearing in
going
mind,
very
Fotio
slow
had
there.
damage on lap 1.
Yeah. Frodio made up 6 places though.
The 2 racing points. I think Stam almost hit the wall there as they come through. And the gap at the top coming down to under half a second. Vin and King David going side by side at the end of the Kemmel Straight, and Vin ultimately going through.
They're already with 6 cars in one screen.
Oh, look at the top! Look at the battle for the top.
Oh yeah, I see it. P. Wouters now very close to Gio.
So, will P. Waters be able to get through on Gio anytime soon? Gio has controlled this race for now 5 laps. What do you think?
I don't know. It's always something with Gio that doesn't come out right. But I really hope he can win this race. It should be doing him a great pleasure, I think. He really deserves it too. And the chain game had now retired.
Our first retirement on track.
Now P. Wouters. On 2 tenths from Gio. He's going to try it. He is in front now of Gio. P. Wouters now our race leader. Gio in P2. Yeah, he just had too much speed. Nothing Gio could have done there. There's already a gap of 6 tenths now, so that goes now, quite fast.
We know how long the tyres last here. It's around 5 or 6 laps. Lap 7, they really start to degrade on the soft tyres.
Yeah, I did 9 laps on them, so it's possible.
And I've just seen the Racing Point swap positions. So Stan, who's on the preferred strategy right now, the mediums, they've just swapped positions. I wonder if Gasly's going to be looking to pit in the next couple of laps and wants to try and get a little bit of track to himself.
Yeah, they're very close again in the midfield. From P8 to P12, all in second of each other.
So keeping our eyes on everything here. Mike Bundy looking to make a move on James Braden. No assistance on this Renault though. He hasn't got the brake bias assist that Renault actually have in real life. That got them told off.
Bundy going a little bit too wide. Takes a little bit of grass. Well, Bullet Boy is now very close to Sam. Yeah, Gilles is again close. But will be close enough after a Rouge.
Gasly pits, so Gasly is our first stopper under green flag conditions. The same with Verstappen.
I think they will go on the hards. I think that's no question. Well, Gio now 2 tenths behind P. Wouters. He is faster. He has the overspeed and takes back P1 from P. Wouters now.
To confirm,
that will be a long battle.
Strategies. Verstappen actually went on the medium compounded tyres, and Gasly's on the hard compound.
I think Verstappen has to do a 2-stop then, because you can't do... Nah, I don't think you can do that much of laps with mediums.
James Braden's in a lot of trouble right now.
It is getting very dark.
It is getting dark, but James Braden's in trouble. He seems to be going backwards in this race, and Mike Bundy is trying to get closer and closer to getting past him. The chain going well, Lisa Session.
Oh, and there's Stan just handles his car, but that was very close to spinning. Hit the curb on the inside, just like I did. I didn't recover my car. But Stan
knock
did.
up from Braden.
James is so close to Bundy now. And Bundy is so close to Virgil now. They're all together.
They're all getting ready. This is about before P7, all the way down to P11.
Black, yellow and red. The Belgian flag they're forming.
Mike Bundy to the inside line of Blanchimont. This is close.
Virgil
and
going
it's
very wide there.
Not done yet, though.
Yet. Virgil's gonna try the inside. Takes a little bit of the curb there, but now Bundy is in front. They're with 5 cars. They're with 5 cars at one point. That's gonna be...
No!
Oh, Gio! What happened with Gio?
He lagged out of the session.
No, he lagged. It's always something.
It's always one thing.
Always. And P. Wouters is such a happy man right now. I think.
He's going to think, well, no, he's not going to be very happy because look who's now going to be in second place.
Medium
Second 3 yellow
pilot.
flags.
And medium pilot is on the medium tires.
Jim Morris has spun and crashed the car.
Oh.
Jim Morris has spun and crashed the car. I say Jim Morris, sorry. Jim Morris. He's got it restarted. He's actually retired for the session on track.
Retired.
I mean, that would be a penalty, but,
well,
you know.
Vin now is gonna try it on David before Eau Rouge. That's for the last position.
And Gilles' car is dropping down the order right now.
There's a 3-second time penalty for David, and Raikkonen has gone now also in front of G. Oh,
virtual safety car. Virtual safety car employed.
Yeah. That's for the retirement of Morris, I think. But what a disappointment again for Gilles, leading this race and then lagged out.
It really sucks because it's the worst luck he's got, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. It's every race that something goes wrong. I said it in the beginning, I hope nothing goes wrong, but it's always something. Yeah, and he won't be happy. He really won't be happy.
No, he won't. The battle for P7 though, this is a danger zone. P. Walters pits under virtual safety car conditions. That's a back to green flag racing. That's an inspired choice though. But
yeah,
he hasn't gained much time.
Goes into the pits. Bullet Boy doesn't. He is on
my buddy under pressure. My buddy under a lot of pressure now as James Braden tries to pass him. He's got the jump on him, but my buddy going, no. My Renault is stronger here in Europe.
Still with 5 cars there. That's going to be interesting on the Rouge.
Hey, FIA, the DRS is good for making everything.
And now medium pilot is leading this race, but Gilles has a not that long pit stop because the virtual safety car. So maybe.
Yeah, so Walters has come out, luckily, 1 car to pass out of all of this. Out of this monumental train, he's luckily come out right in the middle, right at the end of it.
No, they're all fighting for P7 now. But no one really made a move for a position, so they all keep where they were. They're all so close, it's unbelievable, all together in one stream.
This is a testament to the drivers. Unlike on lap 1 where it seemed that all the incidents happened, they can drive as close as they want to one another and not have any fear of hitting one another. They know that they're all going to be well behaved, so a testament to the drivers who have raced here for long enough to know not to muck about.
David made the move into P40 now.
Whoa, Stam Jones!
Yeah,
big slide!
Stam, that's where that's my buddy. That's my man.
That's where he's using it.
I know how it feels. It doesn't feel good.
Gilles' AR car once again getting passed by Walters. I hope that Gilles lagged out was actually a lag out and wasn't something more serious like he's had to run and had to do something.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a guy, I'll tell you a story, a guy that I once league raced with. He was so fast that he actually, his mum shouted at him and told him to go and sort out the washing machine. So he left the session, went out and did the washing machine. Gilles has rejoined us now, did the washing machine, came back and went on to finish 3rd. But I ended up shouting at him and going, you can't just rejoin after you leave. It's like, why? I'm fast enough. It's like, no, that's not the answer.
Yeah, I understand. Now, it's waiting for the moment Gilles controls his cars again, but he is now on P6. Still need to pit. So, yeah. And
he's on 8 lap 1 tyres. When he pits, when he gets control, if he can actually get back control, the car's going to be useless.
It is. It's race over for him once again.
Well,
now,
actually,
there's a gap between them all.
But could he get on the mediums from now? Go from the mediums to go from these to the mediums?
He can do that. And Gilles has left again, so he won't be controlling the car again.
Yeah, that
it also sucks for the other drivers with a ghost car.
Yeah, it's a spooky, scary car now on track. It definitely is Halloween next week, so might as well have one car on track which is going to be spooky and scary.
Now the closest cars are James within 0.8 of Bundy.
I get that, Morris, mate. Sorry, Morris put in chat, and that's the reason why I'm a commentator. I get that. Mid-season I did a switch, so welcome to our club. Close to battle on track is actually for P13 right now, Senna.
Oh yeah, it is. Vin and David still fighting each other.
Well, the best thing is about these guys being this far away from everyone else, is that they can race each other and not be
Yeah.
worried they're not going to spin
They're
take
gonna
each
have
other out.
a nice fight with each other without. But I think David is on 7-lap old soft.
Yeah.
So he is gonna pit again. Vin is on 7-lap old hard, so maybe he can finish it. And Gio has joined back again.
I'll focus on Gio's car.
Yeah.
Oh, it has gone solid-ish in the pit lane. So
It
I
has.
wonder if that's
Going
just
onto the
down to...
mediums.
So he's onto mediums. The AI thinks it's possible
Still
to do
the AI.
13 laps. As he drops now to P14.
Oh,
No, he's in control.
P15.
No, he's not.
No, still the computer, still the AI
James
controlling
Brayton.
his car.
P5. So P5, they're getting close together. I don't think we'll have rain in the race, but it'd be interesting if we did, because it's getting to the point now where rain would start to fall. Laser has become a moderator because Laser is now running GP2 alongside what's his name, Rocking Kid. So well done to him.
And
Yeah,
Wouters
no,
is probably gonna win this race. Because he's
got a
only
good
9
chance,
seconds behind Medium Pilot, and Medium Pilot still need to pit. But
here's
if
my
Medium
query,
Pilot
can
is
Medium
too fast,
Pilot
yeah, on the soft.
stretch it to get soft tyres?
I think he's trying that. And then try to close the gap between him and Wouters. Because they are fighting really for the lead. The one finishes in front of each other will be leading the championship.
So we shall see what goes on here.
Still James fighting to take P4 of Bundy. They all fighting all over the race, I think. Already
They
11
are.
laps fighting with each other. 4
Vin
tenths now.
Vin is behind David. Stan is now closing up on him after his spin and wing change. I think we'll see King David the pit lane very slightly soon. I think Vin will come back into play soon with his with his hard compounded tyres sooner rather than later. Verstappen closing on Virgil. Cool, that's
I think Verstappen has the better exit. Yeah, yes. He can take the move on Big Virgil. And he is gonna do it
the way
quite
he took
easily.
a Rouge and Radion
Or
was
not.
magnificent.
Not yet. Virgil tried to take the inside. It's close fighting now.
Virgil breaking a
Virgil.
little bit later, taking more curb.
It's and they touched. What? Oh, that was.
Well, we've seen that twice now by Virgil, where he
Yeah,
likes to just
Virgil
hassle
really
over
needs to
someone
relax.
behind. That's the
And now
Sebastian
Frodo is
Vettel.
also very close to them.
That's Sebastian Vettel style of driving. Just letting the car drift into another car just a little bit. But no, I don't think any questions will be said about that. Verstappen might be yelling, just going, "He pushed me off," but you know.
Yeah, if there's a real Verstappen, he is now gonna be screaming to Jeff.
Radio Man GP. Yeah. Is it sad that I actually know? I know Verstappen's radio man's name.
I don't.
Well,
He is getting very close to Virgil now. Is he gonna
If you
try
all
it
by
here
initials.
already?
Oh, into
Yes.
Bonchemont! This is
He
dangerous!
tries it! Big Virgil. Virgil also already has been a few times very wide on the track on that position while fighting with other guys.
Ooh, he taps him a little bit on exit. And now with
Now
the
Frodo
tap
gonna try it, I think.
Yep, Toto to look into the inside line at the source.
No, he doesn't.
There's no source there. We'll have to find the source next time.
He's gonna wait till Eau Rouge. He waits till he has a better chance to do it.
I think this is going to be close. Remember, Verstappen's actually on older tyres than all three. They're both of these gentlemen. Oh, Fotio! Crikey, O'Reilly. James Braden with a time penalty now. As Mike.
Fortio now trying to
Mike
move on Big Virgil, while Virgil is trying to close it on Verstappen. They're both gonna try it. Fortio can't do anything. And again, the fight between Verstappen and Virgil. And Fortio now takes the place of Verstappen.
There
Fortio was
was
just
a
waiting till they
little...
crash out each other, I think.
There was a little bit of contact, yeah.
And again,
I'm looking on Photios POV.
yeah, me too.
How
I think
close do you want to
Verstappen will be
get?
screaming now.
Oh, he'll be very upset. He'll be on the radio going, "He pushed me off. That's not fair."
Once again.
That was such a minimum little bit of contact, though. I think that might have been a cycle pitch more than anything
I
else.
think that's just racing incidents. They are close fighting with each other, and such a things happens, I think.
The medium pilot leads in this race.
Oh, Folio is in trouble now. Does he have any damage? Because he really struggling to control his car. There's yellow in sector 2.
David's crashed, big accident for the Renault. He's
That is
moving
damage on David's car.
There's damage to everything but the car. The poor guy, but has he got flat?
Yeah, his front wing is just broke down on the left.
I thought he had a flat tyre for a moment there because of the way he's driving. Back to the
Goes into the gravel
Verstappen
now.
back on them.
Well,
Yeah,
James
he's got-
still is in 6/10.
No, he's out. David's out.
That's
Big
David
accident
out.
there. And it's a colossal crunch though. But it's okay. It wasn't on purpose.
And there's
It
a
was like
fastest
a
lap now from Gio, so
hold
he's controlling his car again.
Yay! He's back. One thing breaks on one car, another person goes again.
And 40 crashes! 40 crashes!
Oh,
And that's
big
a
accident.
big damage for him. Oh, he pushed Gasly off.
Oh, I was drinking, and had you heard me this? Don't drink.
No, Jack, you will not ever drink.
Just to confirm, that was not at all. Well, he makes contact with Gio, and Gio's going to be really annoyed because Foccio, in fact, cut the corner there because he had a broken front wing, and that caused an incident. I think the stewards will be investigating that.
I don't think Frodo has done the right thing there. In the
No,
first
he's scared of
occasion with
the track all the
Gasly,
times.
and then again with Gio.
Just again, so we see pilot pitting now. Just to say,
Yep.
it wasn't King David's fault. He had no front wing, he had no control over the car.
Oh, yeah.
So, just crashed. James Brayton and Mike Bundy are absolutely going for it tonight, aren't they?
For everyone that follows football, Arsenal is now losing to Vitoria SC with 1-0, so they're doing very well.
Oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep.
Oh, no problem. Can happen.
I think Gio's gonna be so annoyed. I've
And
just got control back of my
is
car,
just behind Bundy.
right in between it, and Brayton's gonna think, "Oh, come on!"
And Bundy, I think James is now from, come on, finding the whole time, and now you are here. And I think that's gonna be an easy move for medium pilot.
Expert move there from Pilot, and now Bundy has to slip back in to defend from Brayton, and it
And
has
James
happened.
has to, he has to back off. Now medium pilot
Expertly well done.
on the soft tires need to close a gap of 8 seconds to P rotors.
I think the Rangers, Pilot's tyres are only going to get worse, but they're going to be great for these first few laps. And Walters' tyres are going to start to graze just a little bit.
If he wants to close in, he has to do it now, between now and 5 laps, I think.
It truly does. I've just seen Lando Norris's new helmet for the
Mexican Grand Prix, and I'm okay with it. It's nice. Who fell asleep there?
No, so, what did you say?
Midnight.
Midnight has the left
yeah.
session.
You Belgium. Yeah, Midnight leaving after an early collision.
Yeah. And Gio pitted again, I think.
Yeah, he had to. He had no front wing
Yeah.
after the incident with Gaz,
Frodio.
who was it, Fotio.
Yeah, the steward's
And
gonna look into
Raikkonen.
that.
Raikkonen's starting to get closer and closer to Mike Bundy
Yeah.
and James Brayton.
And medium pilot
Their
already.
tyres are-
Oh!
Ooh!
Bundy is gonna. I think he has damage then.
No, I'll follow him.
Oh,
you,
no, he
you
has to-
follow
he has to
what is
pit.
happening.
He still has to pit, of course.
So we're looking, Verstappen's getting close to Virgil. Looking at Bundy in pit lane for me, and their soft tyres going on, no wing change. He's going to go on for a two-stop strategy. The Charles Leclerc strategy.
I don't think that will work, if I'm totally honest. And 40
Go
3
through my
second time
beard.
penalty. Well, medium pilot's only 6.8 behind now, so he already closed in 1.2 seconds.
This will be interesting. Raikkonen on the back of Braden. This is a battle that is brewing. And Bullet Boy's going to play too.
And James thinks, I think James is thinking that why I have to fight the whole race. I just want to drive it home. I just want to finish on a podium.
That's just making him work for his drive.
But James has to pit, I think. He's already 14 laps on his mediums.
I think he should pit to cover off Mike.
Yeah.
But it will be interesting. Gio back to pit lane. I think we'll see Gio retiring in a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the Haas. Is he going to retire the car? It doesn't look like he is. So he's going for the softs. Oh, he has a damaged front wing. That's why.
No, that's logic. There's
Sector
yellow in
two.
sector 2. What
I'm
happened
looking.
there?
Oh, it's Stam.
Oh yeah, I'll see it. Not the ideal race for him again.
That's definitely not. Raikkonen getting close to the back of Brake.
Only 3/10 now. And James locks up, so he can try it already. And he did it,
Trying
I
to get
think.
the pit lane. So he went in too deep, tried to get a pit lane. He had to wait and let those go through. Bullet Boy's got a real chance now at the podium.
And on my screen they almost touched. Yeah, they're fighting for the podium. There's
He'll
yellow
have
in
to tire
sector
the car.
1.
Engine glitch for me on Bullet Boy as he comes
It's
through.
James. Oh, James is just spitting.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's
Bullet Boy not
it's
trying.
Gio. Gio has DNF'd.
Yep, he retired. And that's understandable.
So right, Bullet Boy goes through into P3. Mike Bundy with a time penalty, but he is way ahead of James Braden now, who's only just come out of pit lane.
Medium pilot, 5.1 behind Wouters. I don't think he will make it.
Time will tell. James Braden passing Gasly. Gasly on his old hard tyres is definitely struggling now as Raikkonen's in trouble.
Yeah.
He just backed right off from Bullet Boy.
I'm watching him. I don't think he has any damage or something. I don't know
No, he doesn't.
what happened then. Already 2 seconds now. 8
Under 5
level
seconds.
mediums.
Under 5 seconds is the gap at the top.
4.9 indeed between medium pilot and Wouters.
The thing is, medium pilot's tyres are going to hang on brilliantly for Rouge and Radion. He won't have to worry about them.
Well, I have a déjà vu seeing Verstappen and Virgil fighting again, once again. The 2 Dutchmen fighting for P7 now.
Virgil is free.
Verstappen coming very close now. Is he gonna try it already? He's gonna do it. On the outside.
So the Greek driver, he's gone way too deep now.
But
Oh, he hasn't.
didn't
He's
do
still
it.
there. No.
He can try once again in a few seconds.
His tyres are older. He's going to be losing so much grip. He knows he has to get through soon and start defending. Virgil, he's pushed him into a mistake.
Try. And that's
He pushed him
a move.
into a mistake, and it worked. Now
But
who's
now-
going to have the better run?
Yeah, Virgil have the slipstream, of course. Backing off a little bit.
Oh, Verstappen hitting the
Yeah, that's
grass with a
penalty.
time penalty.
Now Virgil is fastest.
Oh.
Sector 3 is a yellow.
I'm not sure who it is. I'm looking through.
Gasly a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, it's
And
Foggia.
Fodio
Foggia-
left the session.
No, he retired earlier. What's the yellow flag for?
I don't know. Maybe for the...
P-Volters though, the
for
gap's
the-
coming down rapidly.
3.7 now. 5 laps remaining, but how long can medium pilot keep the pace? That's the
We know the
question now.
tyres. We never tyres degrade after 7 laps, and
Yeah,
you've
they're
got
only 3 laps
time.
old now, so still possible.
Pace is going to begin to thin.
Keep an eye on it. James Braden's unfortunate mistake has cost him dearly down in P9. Mike Bundy in P6. I don't think he's going to go any further than 6th today.
Medium pilot now on 3.2 seconds. You can see him, and there's yellow in sector 2.
Oh, it's Stam.
That's Stam, retired.
So Stam is out. Safety 2 and 3. It might be in. No, yeah. Safety 2, there's been an accident. Sam is out of the race for the.
Still wondering
Racing
what
Point
happened with
team.
Raikkonen. Fighting for it, Bullet Boy for the podium and
I think it's
just
tires.
3
I think his
seconds.
tires
Yeah,
just gave up.
it's
He might have
possible.
had a slide.
While Vin is doing already 16 laps now on the hard tires, while there's yellow in sector 1.
Oh, it's Virgil! He's in the barriers! He's pulled back out
Yeah.
though! And no damage in the car, he hit him in the rear. And the gap at the top is under 3 seconds.
2.7 seconds now between Medium Pilot and P. Wouters. Fighting for the championship. They have the
Bearing
same
in
amount
mind-
of points. Who has
Yep.
the fastest lap?
The fastest lap is currently a 1:45.7 by Gilles, the
By
DNF car.
Gio.
And
That's right.
Medium Pilot's fastest lap time is a 1:45.8. It's still possible that he can take the fastest lap here in Spa, but fastest lap point could be the one thing that keeps the other one in front.
It is. It really is going on 1 point now because they have the same point. They have the same points. There's yellow in sector 2 again. I think that's Big Virgil again.
Yeah, just to be Virgil, just so he's the slide. I think his tyres are
Yeah.
suffered after battling on early in the race. Under 2.5 seconds, the gap at the top, it's coming down, and we've got time. But it's
We're
one
gonna
thing that
have-
catches the car.
A very interesting ending of this race. Now,
It
Medium
is
Pilots
one
can
thing though to catch
see
the car
him
in
very
front.
good now. That will be a massive boost for him.
There certainly will be
David has the
in
left
session.
session.
Now we keep our eyes fixed on the top 2. It's one thing to catch the car, it's very different to overtake that
It
car.
is.
So I wonder if P. Walters will try and hold him behind, if he'll just go
Only
let you
3
through and see
laps
what happens.
remaining.
And
Now
3 laps remaining.
1.7.
In 2 laps. The thing is, in 2 laps, Medium Pilot's tyres start to die.
Yeah, he has to do it as soon as possible. The positive thing is, it's a very long straight. Well,
Oh, Gasly.
is out of this race.
Yeah, big accident at the top of Eau Rouge. I think just at the rear of Radion. And 1.5 seconds is
1.5.
the gap.
He
This-
can he get in DRS?
Oh,
range?
this is heartbreaking for
It's
Walters.
unbelievable how close this is.
What an immense race so far.
1.2.
He won't get DRS this time round. This is
Huh?
section line.
It's gonna be close. If Wouters make one mistake, he has in DRS range. And I think he has a better exit, Medium Pilot. He has the fastest
He's got the
lap.
fastest lap though.
He has the point of
fastest
fastest
lap.
lap now. Oh, this is so
So
interesting.
Walters,
1.001 seconds behind.
the
He's not gonna have DRS.
the live points tally of this, P. Walters will take the lead of the championship by 24 points. Right, sorry, 4 points of it rather than 5.
No, in 1 second behind P. Wouters.
Oh wait, no, you weren't. I think it's 18 for 2, isn't it? For second place? I don't know anymore. Give it up.
It
I
finishes
think-
like this. P. Wouters will take the lead with 6 points.
So, questions on this
But
race?
if Medium Pilot can overtake P. Wouters, it will be 7 points for his advantage. 6
Eyes
tenths
on the top.
behind P. Wouters.
He's got 2 laps to do it.
12 lap
So-
old mediums against 6 lap old softs.
I mean, it should be a no-brainer, but these soft tires are going to be the ones to die quicker.
And Medium Pilot won't let him go. He
No,
is
he's not. He's
really
using
going to throw
everything.
everything in it to hold him
He's
back.
opened the radio. He's gone to Claire and gone, I need everything. I need everything, Claire. I know you can't afford it, but give me everything.
I will pay it from my own.
He probably is. So, half a second, gapping the top.
Right behind
the
each other
lag.
now. Medium
Yeah,
Pilot,
so close.
4 tenths
That's a
behind
better
P.
run.
Wouters. fighting for the championship lead, not only for his race win, but also for the championship.
No, his DRS isn't working.
Oh my god. Can you believe it?
This will confirm it, because we know they're well within DRS range. So I'm going to keep an eye on
Only
him.
3 tenths behind. I think he has got enough with slipstream. He has DRS.
It's working.
And he has gonna overtake P. Wouters for P1.
Walters does drop behind into P2. And now, does Walters start to power on the attack? He knows his tires are going to stop
the
dying.
gap between 1 second. If he can do that, he can still overtake him.
It's this section. This is the worst bit for both of them now. Because the harder compound are much slower through here. And the softer compound is like driving on ice at this point. The gap already over 6 tenths.
It's gonna be 7 tenths. He has to keep it in 1 second. Then take DRS after Roll Rouge. And then that is only a possibility. A 3-second time penalty for Vin. That's not interesting anymore.
Would you like to know something interesting?
Tell me.
Neither one of these gentlemen have time penalties.
Oh my god, I didn't even thought about that.
Neither one. So as we head towards the last lap...
Imagine Medium Pilot taking a penalty in the last corner or something.
I'm going to now look to see how many warnings he's got.
Raikkonen cuts a penalty now, so he will be
Walters is on
P5.
2 warnings. Oh my goodness me. Walters is on 2 warnings and Medium Pilot is on 2 warnings.
Oh my god. It's over 1 second, but he has DRS. Medium Pilot will fast lap once again. 8 tenths behind him now. P. Wouters.
26 points is within Medium Pilot's grasp. Only 2 more sectors of the lap to do. And
He has to
ahead,
keep in 1 second. That's his only possibility, but I don't think it will happen. Does he have DRS? He doesn't.
So he has been gapped, but
Oh, he
on
has.
the power.
I didn't have the DRS sound, but
No, he doesn't.
he won't be close enough. Medium Pilot is, without any penalties, is gonna win this race. They're gonna take the championship lead.
How will it end? Bullet Boy, bear in mind we haven't spoken about him for a minute. He's on for P3, but he's got time. Oh, penalties will come into play after
Yeah,
that.
Raikkonen has a
1
3-second
second.
penalty. I don't know what Semha does. But Medium Pilot is
So-
gonna win it. He has the right strategy, starting on the medium, finishing on the softs.
Started
And I think he
P4
deserves
in
it.
this race.
Yeah, P4 on the mediums, only 1/10 behind P. Wouters in qualifying on the harder tires. I think he is the strongest today. Of course, we don't know what happened with Gilles.
One more portion of the track here through Blanchimont and into bus stop. The gap is 1.1. He knows it already.
Medium Pilot is gonna win the Belgium
The smile
Grand
is
Prix.
going to be the size of his helmet.
He takes the championship lead. Medium Pilot wins. Spa-Francorchamps, the Belgian Grand Prix. P. Wouters in P2. Wow.
Bullet Boy in only his 2nd time out for SFR, finishing in P3.
And P3
Well done
takes
to him.
podium. What will Raikkonen do? Will he keep his P4? Yes, he will.
No,
No, he won't.
Sam takes
Sam
it.
takes
So,
it.
What a
From penalties.
payday for Williams, from
Yeah.
McLaren even.
P2 and
Mike
P4.
Bundy, he'll have P6.
Mike Bundy and P6. Next car to cross lines for Verstappen. He will be P7. James
James
and
Braden sliding.
Big Virgil will finish in P9.
And then our final finisher in P10.
Takes 1
And we'll
point
run through
for
Run through the
Williams.
rest of the order in a moment. What a brilliant
That's
race.
it. What a race. Close till the final lap. And the strategy paid off for Medium Pilot.
So, here's our podium. Media Pilot in P1, ahead of P. Waters in P2, and Bullet Boy is in P3. More cups to head back to Grove. Well done to McLaren, Williams, and Red Bull. 3 different engine manufacturers.
Yeah.
3 different teams, 2 different nationalities, and 1 damn good race.
That's a great description for this race.
Mike Bundy just sent a Pingu gif in the chat, and that's quite funny.
He actually battled the whole way through, so well done to him. Okay, so barring any serious investigations, here is how they all line up. Medium Pilot wins the race ahead of P. Walters in P2. He will take the championship lead, though, ahead of P. Walters himself. Bullet Boy finishing in P3 for the first time from P13. Well done to him. Ahead of Sem, who finished in P4. Raikkonen will finish in P5, and Bundy will finish in P6. Verstappen will finish in P7. Braden will finish in P8, and Virgil will finish in P9. Vin, the final finisher. The drivers who didn't finish this race, get ready, because Gasly, Stam, Fotio, Gio, David, Nexus, Chain Game, Midnight, and Owen all did not finish the race. And relax.
That was it. The first time as a streamer. And what a race it was to do that.
Let's get the top 3 in here as best we can. I know that Medium Pilot won't do interviews, but you can see if Bullet Boy will do interviews. Luckily, your screen will not go blue today. We'll send an invite to Bullet Boy. And we'll send one to Volters, who's just left the game. Thanks, Volters. I think he's just said something. So we'll get P. Volters in here as well. So that's the top 2 invited. Well, the second and third place invited. And now we wait on we wait to see if they'll join us. But Senna, that was really fun.
That was an unbelievable race, mate.
Truly was.
I think it was the most eventful week of racing this season.
It's okay, Tyler. The interviews are only they're not mandatory, so well done on P33 nonetheless. But yeah, this week's been amazing. We do have the second place finisher though, coming to join us in the chat. Volters. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay. I guess.
You guess? Oh.
Yeah.
So,
I'm really trash at this track, so.
And yet you finished your P2. Can you let someone else have some luck?
Yeah, I was really lucky today. I think Jill would have finished in front of me. And Nolan as well, but he wasn't driving today, so it was a lucky P2.
Just take us through that race for you. Did everything go to plan?
Yeah. Okay start. And then second stint was also without a problem. Yeah, not much to say. I think it was a okay race.
So you're not in the championship lead as you hope to, because I don't know if you're aware you came into this race on the same points as Medium Pilot.
Ah, okay.
You've now lost that. Are you going to bounce back in Monza?
Monza's a better track for me than Spa, so I hope so.
The end of this season is often hailed as one of the trickier end of the season, with the harder tracks coming later. Are there any tracks that you think you'll do especially well at, or is it just grin and bear it?
I think Suzuka is a good track for me. And Mexico as well. So I think these are the 2 tracks I will be the most competitive at. Yeah, but let's see.
So how much would the championship mean to you? You've battled all season long, you've not really had a moment to breathe, have you?
Yeah, I think I said that before, but championship is not so important, I think. It's not like we get any money or fame or something. So I will just race by race.
You're going to be famous to me. That's enough.
Yeah, well then, I will try, of course, especially in the last few races, but it's not that important, I think. At least to me.
looking forward to next season, can you confirm, or were you not? Have you not considered driving an SFR next season?
I think I will drive. I don't enjoy league racing as much, but this is another story. So I think I will drive in this league as well, but not 100% sure.
If you did, is there any preference on teams, or are you looking to stay with the McLaren team?
I think the Ferrari is beautiful. Mercedes as well. Yeah, but McLaren is also great, so we'll take that happily.
Well, nonetheless, it should be entertaining to see. Unless, Senna, you have any further questions?
Not really. I think you've done it all. Yeah.
I have to do. Well done, Mortars, on finishing P2.
Thank you.
So, well done to Bullet Boy finishing in P3, and well done to Medium Pilot for ultimately taking the championship lead and winning the race. Senna, how was that race for you?
Yeah, it was a great race. It was very eventful. Already cars crashing into Eau Rouge in lap 1, so a very good race. There were fights all over the race, like Virgil fighting I think the whole race. It was crazy. It was a very good week of Spa-Francorchamps.
You were driving as well?
Yeah, driving GP4.
Ah, okay.
So I'm not good.
So at least you're still driving. Look at me.
Yeah, but you choose to not drive anymore.
I didn't choose to do anything. I didn't choose this life. Life chose me.
I think you're good at it.
I'm a grizzled old commentator who doesn't play by the rules. There should be a film about me, like Sin City, Common City. I want to say this. Someone get on this. This is being a million. Nonetheless, though, thank you to all of us for getting a week done for SFR. Next week, we're off to Italy with the Temple of Speed. Gentlemen, we'll start with you, Walters. Are you looking forward to Italy?
Yep. I like this track.
Me too. I like the track.
I like the pizza, so yeah, that'll do.
Pizza, pizza, pizza.
Grazie. So join us next week for the Italian Grand Prix, where hopefully Ferrari can start to come and play for once. They haven't really done that much at SFR. Anyway, thank you to Senna for streaming tonight. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much.
And we will see you all next week for another round of SFR Weekly. Make sure you have a good weekend and you enjoy the Mexican Grand Prix. I'll see you later, guys. Ta-ra!